Big Spell Mage is actually back on the menu, boys, and even though it's not the most top tier deck out there, sitting at 55% with almost 2000 games for the last one day is actually kinda solid. So in this video I'm gonna give you a guide about this somewhat new deck. Well, let's face it, it's actually a completely new deck. The only old part is the combo with things like King Tides, Portal Master, Skyla, and Tsunami, but everything else really does feel new. So I hope you enjoy the guide, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. Now, let's get into it.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and it's actually quite aggressive for what the deck is actually trying to do, cause you do have plenty of decent one-drops like Sizzling Cinder, Vicious Slither Spear, Violet Spellwing, and this gives you quite the good early game aggression. You also have a couple of Living Flames in here, which feels a little bit too much given the circumstances you only have actually 2 Fireballs in the deck, so I would definitely consider maybe adding a third fire spell like the one that maybe draws you cards after a few turns. I don't know, just spitballing here, but it definitely felt like the deck needed one extra fire spell in here. We also have a couple of O-managers in here, and getting yourself a coin can be pretty awesome, especially with Portal Master Skyla, but also just getting yourself coins to be able to pull off something quicker is definitely no joke. The Primordial Glyph is also pretty nice, discovering you all sorts of different things you might be needing. The Stellar Balance is also not that bad, wasn't super amazing, but it does give you a little bit of extra reach, that's for sure, and the Starfire gives you a little bit of extra card draw too, so definitely not the worst. The Marooned Archmage helps you cast your first spell a lot cheaper, so if it's turn free you could just play this guy and play something like Primordial or O-Manager for free, but definitely don't coin this guy out thinking you're still gonna have a discount. Metal Detector is also pretty neat, giving you extra coins if the opponent's not careful, giving you some small targets for you to chip on. The Watercolor Art is still pretty awesome, pulling you Tsunamis, and then starting to discount it, so coining this guy even on turn 2 is pretty helpful, because that is gonna give you an earlier Tsunami for sure. Blob of Tars are also pretty nice and defensive and sticky on the board, so that is very important to you, and this will help you protect your small idiots for a lot longer. The 2 Fireballs are excellent extra burn damage for you. King Tide can be super good as well, and don't forget, playing this guy on turn 4 means your spells are gonna be 5 mana on turn 5 during your turn. This is something I actually fucked up in one of the games, not very proud of it, but it did happen, so might as well confess. Definitely is something to be careful with, but yeah, this is how the card used to play back in the day, I just forgot it was like this. So yeah, playing this thing on turn 4 means that your opponent is gonna have 5 mana spells for the turn after, but also you are gonna have 5 mana spells for the turn after, so don't do something silly like coining this guy on turn 3 thinking you're gonna be ahead on turn 4 because you played it. No, you're still not gonna be able to actually play anything that way. Portal Master Skyla, honestly, I did not actually manage to do a single Portal Master Skyla. Nowadays she's just a little bit too expensive, and let's face it, she's mainly in here because she is the rogue tourist, so she does allow you to run things like Metal Detector and such. Huddle Up is actually pretty interesting in here. Usually it fills the board with some decent sized minions, nothing too amazing out of the lot. Like your biggest high roll would be the 3/8 evolving Naga, I think. It's an amalgam actually. You could get 4/4s, but a lot of times you just get 1/3s, 2/4s, that kind of stuff. Nothing really amazing, but it's still a full board of idiots, which you could be doing as soon as turn 5, so still could be kind of busted. And last but not least, we have Tsunami, still pretty good, summoning you 3/6 elementals for the opponent's face, usually. Could be pretty awesome, and against all of these weapon swinging decks out there, this could be pretty brutal. The deck is pretty burny, pretty aggressive actually, like you are seeing all of these early game minions. You do actually have a decent sized early game pressure, and you still try to do something like a turn 5 Tsunami with the help of Watercolor Artist, Metal Detector, or King Tide straight up. So yeah, it's a pretty scammy deck, and it could be pretty powerful if it curves out somewhat properly. Looking at the matchups, you're gonna see nothing really that bad, but Leech Death Knight is definitely not gonna be your friend, even though right now it's not super popular, I think. Beast Hunter could be a little bit on the negative, and same can be said for Aggro Pally, but not by much. Quest Warrior also in the 45s, but still very, very winnable. When going first, you always are gonna want your Watercolor Artist. A good 1-drop is gonna be great, a good 2-drop like Living Flame is also awesome, and straight up King Tide can also make sense. Marooned Archmage can also be decent, and so can the Metal Detector, but try to keep only one of these, I'd say. On the coin, again, Watercolor absolute MVP, still a good 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, nothing really changes here. All around that's it for the deck. It's not that expensive, only a couple of legendaries, but they're definitely worth it. The deck does feel fresh, new, and it is actually powerful, so if you want to be playing something new for Mage, this deck might be for you. Hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did, like, subscribe, but now let's check out my games. Climbing back to top legend. Hope you enjoy.
possibilities are endless.
Against the rogue. That name's familiar. KVGP. It's an interesting looking deck. Has some early game aggression to it too.
My blood boils for war.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Interesting.
My blood boils for war.
Let's get this out of the way so we prevent any more casualties. Okay. Let's fuck it off. Who the fuck runs this? Who the fuck? Why'd you be running this shit? Huddle up. Huddle up.
Annihilation commencing.
I guess.
What happened to no one left behind?
Well, that's turn he did. Well, well, well. How's it going, Chosen? It's up to you too.
Annihilation commencing.
Yeah, fuck. Well, it's not like he healed. Well, he saw I didn't draw a fire spell, so what else could it be, chat? What else could it be? How could this be? Yes, it be. Is this the beginning of a beautiful win streak? It better be.
Celeste versus the Lich King.
Will serve me in death.
The possibilities are endless.
Good try like that.
My blood boils
Okay. That could be a nice little turn 5. Let's still coin out a Blobatar here. Next turn we play the king. Turn after probably Tsunami. Unless he deletes the board. Maybe Huddle Up is also an option, we'll see. Acceptables. He doesn't have enough corpses to clear this, so that's kinda cute. Nothing a Pyro Venom can't fix. Would leave me with a couple of damage at least, something. Can still do it. Please don't. Didn't have it. Okay.
What happened to no one left behind?
Another one. Just give myself a coin. How's it going, Lorna? Welcome, welcome, bud. How you been? How you doing? Glad to see you over here. God, these songs are so fucking nostalgic to me. This one is cracked. Oh, man. Wait till it drops for real, for real. Sheesh. Goosebumps as fuck, boy. It's one corpse short, buddy. Okay, let's corpse that Cyclone that ass again. Can't complain, bud. Can't complain. It's alright. It's a meta. It is definitely one of the metas ever, guys. Definitely one of the metas ever. Okay. Oh, it actually doesn't cleave. Interesting. Thought it'd do. Well, he did, didn't he? Cool. Cool. Yeah, one of those metas again. The good old days for Hearthstone are long gone, guys. Wish we knew we were in the good old days while we were in the good old days, but that's not how life works, does it? It's all downhill from here. Downhill from here, buddy.
The possibilities are endless.
Okay. I don't need more than one of these 1-drops. Not even sure I care about the glyph as much. Let's try to high roll a little bit more than that. Ora, This guy straight up playing Living Roots. What sorcery is this? I mean, can still be just, what's it called? Oh, no, it is token. Okay. Color me impressed. Morning, Dad. How you been? How you doing? How you been? He went for those tanks. Let me keep him nice and narrow, so Tsunami can start clapping. It was alright. Quite the low viewership, but it is to be expected after all. It was in a weird time for my usual audience, so didn't get too much of those, but still, we made the most out of it. Made the most out of that one, yeah. Okay, what the fuck is this Zilly doing this early in my life? Double minions attack. Let's just put this thing on. Double this, you filthy casual. Okay, he bit the bullet. Bit the bullet over there.
How energizing.
Next turn we go with Tsunami. Ferrari. Music a bit loud now. Oh fuck. Put it back. I can do this.
What happened to no one left behind?
And this guy, off he fucks. And off he fucks, chat. Off he fucks off fuckingly. Fucking awfully, more like it. Apologies, my good bench. May I interest you in a fuck off?
For war.
It's over, bud. Drop it. Put down the gun. Drop the biscuit. It's not worth the risk it. Brisket. I don't know. Follow me for more rap. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Put it back. Mm-hmm. Oh, this ought to be good.
How energizing.
Is he just dead?
So what?
He's just dead. Why am I overcomplicating my life? Okay, got the sweet damn 5-age. Now the struggle begins. Not really. With the 11x, the struggle is not real. 4 to 4. Yeah. Fought long and hard.
The possibility.
How'd you know my nickname in prison? What? Okay, against the Priesty Boy. This could be pretty fucky for a Priesty Boy. Turn 5 Huddle Up might broaden his horizons, asshole-wise. Broaden his horizons, asshole-wise. Let's keep the whole thing. What could possibly go right, guys? Long story longer. This game should be going our way. But let's find out. Let's see. See how that go. Reminds you of the good old days. Let me do this before shit hits the fan. And I'ma poke that ass before he copies that ass, yeah. Well, dude's having a jolly good time now, isn't he? The jolliest of good times. Bitch. This some bitch. Look at him go, guys. Look at him go. Whose dick do you gotta suck to get such RNG, dudes? Because I'd like to make an offer. Bruh. Can you, like, not? Have you ever considered not? Should I Kingpin still? 5 mana allows him to drop a single shingle. Alternatively, I could find some bullshit out of this, or alternatively, I could just blob it up. You know what? Let's just do this, guys. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Energizing.
It don't need to be complicated. This guy's almost over in terms of cards. Probably picked to draw Protoss cards here, but I think we're fine. Once he does the trade, he has 0 mana 3/2s, also known as 5/4s. Let's see what he has. That's acceptables. Okay, I'm down with that. I can fuck with it. I can fuck with it. Come on, let's do the stanky leg. Board tilting? What's board tilting?
Annihilation.
Fucker. Fucker. Let me see what that do. What dog doing? What the dog doing? Kind of like that camp spell, you know? Also kind of like this.
Much to ponder.
This guy's almost wrecking me, by the way.
Much to ponder.
Wouldn't have it any other way, game. Wouldn't have it any other way. Could have been worse. But is he gonna have the resuscitate? Of course he does. Of course you fucking do. Well, see what that do. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. That's not that big a deal. None of these are much big. Much big.
Annihilation commencing.
Okay, still far from it.
Much to ponder.
I'd rather this shit don't die. Please only attack at single time. Good. That's exactly what we wanted to see. See how that go. He does have Mothership potentials here, and there's the Mothership potentials here. What you got there, bitch? Fucker. Wow, both are playable. How the fuck am I getting through this? How the fuck? Should have played this fucker first, I guess. Yeah, but are you 11x Diamond 3? Because that's kind of the whole point of the matchmaking. Diamond 3 could face Bronze 10 if it's the same MMR. 11x is where the money's at. Ah, fuck. And we did. He done figured it out. Congrazie. Congrazie.